Whoops, accidentally shut off the camera. Yeah, but back here, I'm having to hold it with my finger and just back and forth here. Just slowly work it. Slowly work it. So yeah, this bolt's gonna be a pain, no doubt. All right, and after about 3 or 4 minutes of struggling and carefully working it out, victory is ours. There's that bolt. Moving on to the next step here. Sorry, this is gonna have multiple parts. Unfortunately, I'm doing this off my phone. I plan to upgrade soon, and we'll take it from there. We'll get something a little more steady, a little more continuous. You feel? Let's get those other bolts off. How y'all doing today? Change this up here. And this one, I'm gonna need an extension and a swivel. Well, I won't need the swivel, but I'm gonna use it because it's gonna make my life easier. Give me 1 second. Alright. As you can see, that just makes things so much easier for us. Don't be too hard on them, boys. Alright, and there's this next one right here. Now careful, that one's not a nut bolt assembly. That one's just a nut because it holds the bracket for your 2 hoses right here. So go ahead and take that guy off, set him to the side. Don't forget about him. And then underneath that, we've got the actual bolt nut assembly for the bracket. There we go. So that guy comes off. Then we come down here and we save the bolt. Super magnetic tray for the win. Force it in. And final bolt. Yep, don't lose it. Don't lose it. Oh! All right. And then wondrous magic here. Did we miss one? We sure did. We missed the one down here. That's okay. We'll beat the machine and fix it. Go ahead and do that and take the rest out by hand because I don't want a chance dropping it while holding the phone. All right. And as you can see, that is our second guy. Second bracket up and out of the way. Now, be careful because it is going to rest a little bit on your stick. Don't put too much pressure on that, or you may pop him out and have to put him back in too. And then, same as the other side, we've got 1 bolt, 2 bolts, 3 bolts, and 4 bolts. And then this will be the passenger side. So give me 1 second. And I will bring you guys back once we have the cover off. So for this side, we made our lives easier by using a deep 8mm socket. Oh, don't fall off now. I need you, boy. bolts out. Stick it through the hose here. Uh-oh, we are almost out of battery. That's okay. And then the final bolt right there. Da 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 da. And now, and don't be afraid to give it a little tug here and there. Now you are going to have to pop this guy out. Let's see here. Wait 1 second here. If you thought I was serious there, I'm just kidding. You're not going to take that metal pipe out of there. That's attached. But what we are going to do is we are going to remove the hose to the intake, or the manifold, sorry, exhaust manifold. We're going to remove that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pliers here. You're going to be gentle with this, because you can tear the hose if you use too much force. But you just want to go ahead and grasp the edges with your pliers there and just give it a light little twist until you can see the hose start twisting on there, and then just pull them off. I'm stuck up on something and my foot support is sliding, boy. Alright. So now we're gonna need to wiggle this up and forward here. Make sure, there we go. That was our problem. So that was our problem. This bolt wasn't all the way out. So now the cover should easily lift up, and out. And bam, boy, there's your cover. And all those bolts just fell out. That's okay. We need to take these gaskets out and replace them. Thankfully, our set has arrived while we were taking this off. So here's your bad boy kit right here. Bring it back once we are ready to go and show off the one of those going on. All right, so here we have our bolts, our head bolt with our gasket here. And what I've done is I've just taken a set of little dikes right here, and I've snipped the bottom open, as you can see right there. And then what we're just going to do is we're going to separate it and just pull it right on off of there. And then you just rinse and repeat for all of the rest of the 7 bolts. So I'll bring you back once we have that done and we're ready to take a look at the gasket for the valve covers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back. We've gotten all the old gaskets off of the cover bolts, and we are ready to install our new gaskets. And what we're going to do is a gasket. Let's see if I can make this work here. So, we're going to take our bolt, gasket, and you're literally just going to wiggle it on there. Rinse and repeat for 7 more bolts. Alright, 3 more left. Last one. There we go. All the bolts with all the new gaskets. Whoa! All right, and our next step is to come down here, and we want to clean up some of this surface up here. Now you can do this with like a razor blade or a scraper. I am gonna use a little bit of sandpaper, I think, just because that'll be nice. Now I forgot to do it on this side, so if you do forget, or you're unable to clean it all out sufficiently, just make sure you're careful that none of this debris falls down in here. You don't want it to get caught up and run through the engine. That would not be a fun day. So we're gonna do that on both sides, and we'll be back. And for any of those curious, we're using a 180 grit, if you were wondering. Bringing you back real quick after our stupid moment. While you can use the sandpaper, it's going to be easier just to use like some brake clean and a rag and just wipe that shit up. I don't know what I was thinking. You can do it that way, but it's going to be more tedious. All right, we're back here. And we're going to take a look at these cover gaskets. So your cover gasket is right here, right along the outside there. What you can do, pinch it and gently work it out. These can get caked up and get rather plasticky, so if yours is all hard like that, do be a little more careful. And then what I've been taught to do is to use some of this weather strip adhesive and just a very thin layer up in there where the gasket goes all the way around. So there we go. Just put a little bit in there. You don't need a whole lot. Now, keep in mind, you do not have to do this. It's just going to help making the seating process easier. Now we've stripped it along the side. We'll take our new gasket. And make sure you line it up here first, because one might be a little different than the other one. So as you can see, we've lined it up, and we're just gonna work it in here. Sits up in there. And it'll take a little finagling. As you can see, it's starting to want to go in there all on its own now. And they'll have little grooves along the side that you can kind of see right here. It's a groove right there, you can see, and that just kind of helps it stay in there, but it's not all powerful. So thus the little bit of weather strip adhesive will help it stick in there. final round here. All right. And there's one gasket in. All right, we're gonna let that sit. We can grab our next one. Start back here and peel it up out. Peel it up on out. There we go. Then again, line up the new one. I like to line it up with a little hump. That's how I'm doing it. Oh. I'm gonna get a little bit of that adhesive in there to help us out. Now it does not matter if it's all the way through. You just want a little bit of assistance, especially in like the backs, so that when you're putting it on, you're confident that you're not pinching the gasket, because that's going to cause a leak. That's going to cause you to pop the check